Another argument people like to use when it comes to using musical instruments is they will say that since it was acceptable to use musical instruments in the Old Testament, it should be acceptable to use them in the New Testament. People who try to use this argument fail to understand that we are no longer under the law of Moses. When Jesus died on the cross, he nailed the requirements of the law to the cross, putting it to death, Colossians 2, verse 14. He created a new covenant, Hebrews 8:13, chapters 9, verse 15, and chapters 12, verse 24, which means nothing under the Old Testament is binding on the Christian unless it is restated in the New Testament. This means we cannot use things that were acceptable under the Old Covenant to justify their use under the New Covenant. The New Testament is our only authority. Those who use this argument will not remain consistent, because if you can bring over musical instruments, according to 2 Chronicles 29, verse 25, from the law of Moses, then logically you can bring everything over, including animal sacrifices, Exodus 20, verse 14, and putting adulterers to death, Leviticus 20, verse number 10. This should be enough to prove that this argument cannot justify the use of musical instruments. And one other thing I want to add to this very quickly is if you go to the Old Testament and you look at how the instruments were used, it was just the Levites that used it, and it was during the temple time whenever they were doing the sacrifices. And what you'll find is they never used these instruments in the synagogues. You won't find them there. And so you can see that even they knew back then that the instruments were to be used in a specific place during a specific time.